Hey Baddie, welcome back to the Baddest You podcast, where every listen takes you to the baddest version of yourself. I am your Baddie mindset coach, Ambria. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Ambria. Make sure you guys check out the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And let's get into this week's episode. So this week, Baddie, we're talking about getting into that glow up season. It is spring, it's 2024. We got things to do, and we're stepping into our grown woman era, whether you like it or not. We owe it to ourselves to step into the baddest, most educated, financially well-off versions of ourselves. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you guys to do in today's Baddie Level Up episode. All right, so let's get into it. First things first, when it comes to you being the baddest version of yourself, the foundation is your health. How well are you taking care of yourself, right? Are you drinking your water? Are you getting your sleep? Are you exercising? These are questions you have to start asking yourself, because the key to the baddest version of yourself starts with your health. Like how you supposed to look the baddest version of yourself? You got these under eye bags, your cuticles dry, you got dandruff in your hair. Like, we can't be doing that. Okay, baddies. So ask yourself, okay, make sure you're getting your 8 to 9 hours, especially if you're a woman watching this right now. You need your 9 hours of sleep every night. And it's even better if you could sleep on a consistent schedule. That's really great for your circadian rhythm. Next, make sure you're drinking your water, 64 ounces, okay? It's insane because we have no idea how much our life is different when we're drinking water versus when we're not. You're way more fatigued and tired. You have brain fog. It's just not cute, right? So drink your water. Go get yourself a nice Stanley, okay? And invest in that water intake. You will see your life dramatically change. You'll probably pee a lot first, but you will see your life dramatically change as a result, and it is necessary. Next, you want to make sure you're getting in exercise, baddies, okay? And this can be strength training. Actually, strength training I'm going to recommend for everybody because it's going to help your muscles and your bones as you become older. It can actually expand your lifespan, and it's important just because it helps you with your everyday functioning, all right? Yes, it'll help you build that booty in the gym, but it will help you guys to function long term. So strength training is extremely important. This could be lifting weights of some type for you. I would also recommend you guys do your daily cardio. A new trend that's going on TikTok right now is your daily walk. Hot girl walk. Look, I'm going to recommend it for everybody. I've been doing my hot girl walk, whether you're purposely just going for a 15-minute walk, you're running errands, you take a walk instead of your car, whatever. Like, go get your daily walk in. 10K steps is the goal, but if you can do 5K and up, you're killing it. So that's going to be important, especially if it's getting warmer out, okay? Go get that daily walk in, blast that music, all right? Taking the scenery, whatever, do that for you. And any other form of exercise, whatever works best for you, to be honest. I also love taking Pilates sometimes on the weekends. I enjoy it, but that's an excellent form of core training and strength training as well in a different way. Do what's best for you. Some people do at-home yoga or YouTube videos or at-home Pilates. Do what's best for you, but as long as you're exercising 3 to 5 times a week, you will see your mental health change, you'll see your body change, your face will get slimmer, whatever your goals are, you will see yourself start to step into a physically healthier version of yourself, and you'll feel good as a result. Tied in with your exercise, eating healthy is so important. We are in a society, especially if you're in America, where it is so normalized to eat processed foods, and that is so not good for you. Like, you need to eat whole foods, like foods that come from the ground, okay? Eat your vegetables, all right? Let's take a break from the fried foods. Now, personally, I'm not a person that's really gonna advocate for like diet culture per se, but I do think that when I'm eating healthier versus when I'm not, I feel different. I see a difference in my body, and so I'm gonna push it and recommend that you do your research to see what works best for you in terms of your eating lifestyle, especially if you're maybe recovering eating disorder. Be very mindful in my advice, but everybody should be eating whole foods. It's really not that good for you to eat like processed foods and chips and like hot dog, like all the time. Like, just make sure you're eating more balanced. Next, we're gonna move into beauty, okay? Because baddies, if you don't know, now you know. The thing that makes you most attractive is simply taking care of yourself, all right? And investing in your appearance, okay? Your appearance matters. It helps dictate what partners you have in this lifetime, potential wife or husband or spouse. It helps you to dictate what jobs you will receive. People care about your appearance, and just because people like to downplay it doesn't mean it doesn't matter, okay? Just think about the Devil Wears Prada, all right? Think about that for a sec. Okay, but it does matter. You get more opportunities, you get more money, you get all of the above, okay? So make sure you start investing in your appearance. Honestly, it comes from figuring out what works best for you. Honestly, the key when it comes to appearance is just having a routine going for yourself, whether you get your braids touched up every 2 weeks or you find yourself getting your nails done once a month. I am a huge advocate of beauty rituals. Go get that haircut done, like whatever, like be consistent. I like to at least once a month get my nails done or get my lashes done, get a wax done, get a facial done, get my hair together, whatever. Like I cannot go throughout a month without having all of these things together, because I found that I feel most confident. I'm putting my best self out there. I'm attracting better opportunities, and people treat you better. Honestly, hate to say it, this is a superficial society we're in. People treat you better when you treat yourself better. People treat you better if you feel and look good. So it's important, right? Like, invest in yourself. Like I need to do that. I need to do my monthly routines. Have a skincare routine going for you. Like, having the wrong skincare routine or no skincare routine can dramatically like affect your life in a very negative way. Your skin is dry, you're breaking out, you're not as confident. Like, when you have like nice, clear, glowing skin, OMG, the world is whole. Life is healed, really. So it's important for you guys to acknowledge the importance of feeling good about yourself. That's what all of this is about. It's about you exuding confidence. And what easier way to have confidence if you're investing in yourself and you look good, right? So start investing in that skincare, okay? Plus, like, as we get older and you have skincare products, and there's nothing wrong with aging, but it just naturally slows down your aging process if that's something that you might be a little nervous about. So be mindful and be intentional and do your research for what works best for you. Personally, also like to do weekly self-care nights at least once a week. So either it be Sunday or Friday. I'm gonna do that in-depth shower routine. I'm gonna touch up my toenails. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna wash my natural hair, like whatever, right? Like, I will take at least one day a week to make sure I'm, scrubbing my skin, making sure I am investing in my physical appearance. And that makes me just feel taken care of. Like, I feel a huge sense of self-love when I am taking care of my physical body, where it's being the shower or I'm just moisturizing every single day, whatever. Like, just make sure you're prioritizing and taking care of yourself. Because the more that you invest in your physical appearance, the more attractive you will be. And the more attractive you are, the more you will attract the best things in life. Okay, it's math. It's girl math, if you ask me. Next, guys, we're talking about our mental glow up. A mental glow up in your grown woman era. What that looks like is putting yourself first, putting your responsibilities, your goals first. It's just about having boundaries with yourself when it comes to the things you choose to focus on. Like, you're not going to victimize yourself on situations and circumstances if you got, like, if an emergency fund that you're trying to stack up, or you're not going to find yourself feeling bad about yourself if you got like content goals you try and get out, like whatever your goals are, make sure you're prioritizing that. Also, setting boundaries, because when we're younger, so much easier for people to walk all over us, for us to be doormats, for us to people please. We just get anxious, we get nervous. But as you get older, you kind of have this like no BS policy that you start to develop, where you don't let anybody just treat you any type of way. You understand you do have the power to control how other people treat you. And it's really about having a certain level of self-respect that overrides your emotions, so that you can ensure that as you interact with people in the world around you, you will get the respect that you deserve. Because what is the point if you're not being respected in the process? One thing I like to say, if I'm not receiving respect, I'm already not interested in the conversation. So that's the thing about that grown woman era that you're stepping into, is like, you genuinely have to care more about you being valued and you being treated the way you deserve to be treated, over like being in someone's company or being seen as like positive by somebody because of a hierarchical or status thing. Like, it doesn't matter. If it's not you being respected, it doesn't matter. Another thing about that grown woman era with that mental glow up is having self-discipline. Having self-discipline, whether this means you get up, you go to the gym, you wake up early. All right, discipline is not easy, but it's important and it's necessary if you want to do anything with yourself or your life. So having discipline with yourself, you say you're gonna eat healthy. You said you wouldn't drink, don't drink. Like, whatever goals you have for yourself, whether it be hard or easy, listen to yourself, and you will also find yourself building self-trust in the process. Self-love, self-respect comes from valuing yourself. And what better way to value yourself than honoring the commitments you have to yourself, also known as self-discipline. So remember, prioritize those goals, prioritize those responsibilities. They come first, okay? Because honestly speaking, I find that when a new month comes in and I take the time to write down my monthly goals at the beginning of the month and I check in at the end, I'm way more accomplished than when I'm just going through life and then allowing things to bother me and then allowing myself to get off my path and then getting lazy or just getting too emotional and letting it touch my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have time for that. Not in this grown woman, accomplished woman era. Okay, so you want to go up, you got to go up your mentality, what's most important to you, your priorities, and that's going to be you, yourself, and future you. All right, speaking of which, we got to get our finances together, baddies. All right, the key to a glow up, honestly speaking, is like having your finances together. And this is not just about so you can like have certain experiences in life and have more money and be better than, like, it's not even about that. Like, you deserve good things. You deserve to feel at peace. You deserve to take care of the things you want to take care of when you take care of it. You deserve basic necessities being met on a consistent basis. You deserve to feel literally just relaxed. And so you owe it to yourself to get your finances together. There's so many people that walk around with self-limitations that come with their finances. Maybe they grew up in a family with a bunch of money and they don't know what they're doing themselves. Maybe they grew up in a family without any money and they adopt those same narratives and these same mindsets. Like, you have to be the generational curse breaker. You have to be better for yourself. You have to decide, this is who I am. These are the finances that I will have, and this is how I'm going to get there. And I'm not going to stop until I get there. So make sure you guys are stacking your savings. Like, be consistent with putting money towards your high yield savings account, or be consistent with putting money in your investment portfolios. Get clear on what your financial goals even are, right? Like, so many people, they're just like living life in the moment. Like, what do you want? Do you want a car? Do you want to move somewhere eventually? Do you want to have children one day? Like, what goals do you have for yourselves? Like, your future self will thank you so much if you start prioritizing future self in your financial decisions. Now, I was looking at this post on TikTok and it was like, that money in my savings account, that's future me's money. I don't touch future me's money. And that's like the energy we all need to have when it comes to our savings and our finances. Like, we have to start prioritizing future us over our current comfort zone when it comes to your financial decisions. So start doing just that and be consistent. Like, you owe it to yourself to pay your bills on time every single month. I saw this post, I'm gonna say this. Like, I saw this post and this girl was talking about there's a couple things that completely change your self-worth and that completely change your like vibration in life. She said one of these things is being on time. If you're a person that's always late and stuff, it's just your energy is going to be off for the rest of your life, essentially. Like, you're not going to have the best of experiences. Like, if you can commit to being a person that's disciplined and on time, especially when it comes to your finances, the thing you have to take care of, you will attract better out of life. You will operate in a higher vibrational energy. You will be a new baddie. So you owe it to yourself. Let this be your wake-up call, that you can have better, and it's in your hands to have better. So you simply have to commit to being better baddies. Okay, and this also talks about like getting that emergency savings fund together. How many of us have an emergency savings fund? How many of us are working on it? Right? Like, you have to have some type of like 3 to 6 months. Every single baddie watching this right now, I don't care how old you are, I don't care where you're at in life, I don't care what you're doing, 3 to 6 months of savings saved in this economy. Right? Like, you don't have one, right? Like, even if you're putting small amount every single day towards it, put a little bit per day or per week or bi-weekly towards this so that you have something to fall back on in case you have a rainy day, month, or year. You never know. Make sure you guys are investing in your education. Go get your degree, okay? Go get that master's, go back to school, get your certificates. You should never stop learning. The more knowledge you have, the more money you make. It's that simple. So make sure you are reading your books, okay? Look behind me. All those books. You can get a book from Barnes and Noble and read and just have more skills, or you could find a way to learn more and create your own course online, all of the above. So just to make sure, baddies, that you're investing in your education, okay? Because that's fully in your own hands, and that's going to make you a lot more bread. Also, just make sure you have this daily routine going on for yourself. Like, that is going to help you so much to create more success for yourself. You wake up, you have a locked-in routine that is getting you towards your long-term goals by default, right? Like, you meditating every day is going to naturally what? Make you have better mental health. Exactly. You working on your finances every day is going to naturally increase your finances. You working in the gym every day is going to naturally help you to have your body goals. Like, it's just like, be consistent towards some routine that is keeping you on some type of trajectory towards a better version of yourself. That is the way you're going to find yourself glowing up fastest, because before you know it, the time passes, you're just doing your routine, and now you're a whole new baddie, new level up, new finances, new body, new me, right? And then of course, like, the thing that's most important too is like knowing your worth, like constantly evolving your self-concept, being mindful of your affirmations, being mindful of self-love meditations, making sure you're taking the proper time to see yourself in a highlight despite the circumstance. It's kind of like you're going through life. At some point, you got to add back to yourself, right? Situations can take like little hits at us and our confidence. You have to refill that confidence bar, all right? So make sure in some way you are investing in your self-concept, your self-worth, or your self-value, whether it's tuning into the Baddest You podcast once a week, or doing affirmations, or listening to them in your sleep. Something that sets a baddie apart are the hobbies that they have. Do you have any hobbies? Let me know, okay? Something amazing about hobbies is that it gets you focused on something bigger than yourselves a lot of time. You can do some type of volunteering. It also just helps you to add to like the skills and qualities you have as a person as a whole. Think of like yourself in the form of like a resume. This is a great way for you to become a more well-rounded individual with certain experiences that you have in life that just simply add to you. And some example of these hobbies could be reading, could be doing a pottery class, picking up cooking skills, baking skills, taking a Pilates class, doing some type of volunteering. There's so many different things that you guys can do. And if you have great hobbies or just some type of well-rounded hobbies you do it throughout the month, throughout the week, you name it, you're gonna find yourself being a well-rounded individual, way more grounded. And it's just awesome because you're not inclined to focus on like drama or like, you know, just only watch reality TV, waste your life away sleeping or like doing nothing. Like you're just contributing to yourself and society in the process. And that makes you a grown woman. That makes you a baddie in your own right. So make sure you're investing in hobbies, because in investing in hobbies, you're investing in you. Next, baddies, you want to be extremely mindful of your style and your personal brand. As you get older, you got to start asking yourself, like, what kind of a baddie do I want to be? Do you want to do the clean girl aesthetic? Do you want to look expensive? Is it giving black girl luxury? Is it giving sporty baddie? Is it giving model, right? Like, what is your style? Get clear on that, right? You really do deserve to show up the way you want to show up in life. And a lot of times we're so focused on our daily routine, we don't even have the ability to sit and pause for a second and think about like how we're presenting ourselves. We're just putting on whatever we have and going to work for the day. And it's like, no, like, how do you want to present yourself? Go do that shopping, go get that makeup, go find that outfit and show up as that person. Take a moment. Look at Pinterest. What resonates best with you? I personally love a good black girl luxury, elegant, clean girl aesthetic, you name it, type thing, Lululemon type of look. Pilates, Range Rover, stay-at-home mom vibes, you know, just a little bit. CEO on top of that. That's my vibe. And it's important for you to figure out your vibes because that will help you to attract your tribe, certain opportunities, and the things you want to attract to yourself in life. If you're showing up consistently like a Pilates baddie, you will see yourself connected to a healthier lifestyle. If you show up like a luxury baddie, you will attract more of a luxury opportunities and so on. Give yourself permission to actually present yourself as a brand new person. Don't just get attached or adjusted to who you are. Like, ask, who do I want to be? Like, who do I want to show up as? Like, what energy do I want to give? What's the vibe, right? And then start showing up as that person consistently. How would grown women you dress? Like, how would grown you, your ideal self, how do they dress? And start showing up. That could be anything, whatever resonates best for you. You don't even have to do it a certain aesthetic, like create your own aesthetic, all right? It's given baddie aesthetic, you know? So whatever resonates best with you, whatever makes you feel at your best, start doing that, start showing up as that. And don't worry about anybody else's opinion in the process because they can't hate you if they not being you know what I'm saying? If you're the one that's having the confidence to be on stage, how can someone else judge you, all right? That's something my theater teacher always told me. This could be expensive, comfy, elegant, you name it. Take the time, look at Pinterest, get clear on how you want to present yourself, and start showing up, all right? Trial and error. Try it. If you like it, you'll love it. If not, try something new. And finally, baddies, you want to glow up your circle, glow up your environment, travel, okay? This could be solo traveling. This could be traveling to the state next to you. Just go get more experience. Go fill up that passport, go places, do your thing. That's one of my goals soon enough that I want to start doing. I want to be well-traveled, well-versed in the world around me. Go experience different cultures. Also, go build connections. You don't have to be in your house all of the time. You can go to local networking event. Think about like the type of woman you want to be in this lifetime and start showing up in those areas. I think I saw this one post and this woman was like sitting at like a Sky Bar or something like that. And she just met this really like wealthy businesswoman, like multimillionaire, and she connected with her and then she was being invited to an event with A-listers just because she decided to be at that place that resonated with the woman she wanted to become. So who do you want to become? Start showing up in these places. You don't have to wait to qualify. You have to show up to qualify. Get out of your house, start networking, take risks, put yourself out there. And most importantly, out of all things, make sure you know who you are. You decide that this is who I'm gonna be. You start showing up, you start being consistent, and you be this person until you see this person in your reality. All right, baddies, you have full power to create whatever it is that you want, the version of yourself you want to become, and the lifestyle that you want to manifest. And just remember that the only person who's in your way is you. So get out of your way and start creating whatever it is you want today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's episode of The Baddest You. I'm your baddie mindset coach, Ambria Harty. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Ambria Harty. Check out The Baddest You on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode of The Baddest You. Bye, baddies. Mwah.